Now then, people, good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. Please do smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell and all that jazz. Just thought I'd jump on for half an hour, give you a quick update on everything Leeds United on what's going on at the minute. As we know, Leeds United have tabled two bids, one for Yaka and one for Habibi Diarra. Now, there's going to be, there's been a report by Sasha Taglieri, who is one of the top tiers, and a new name's been thrown. I say a new name's been thrown into the hat, but a name's been added to a long list of strikers that is on this thumbnail, Josh Sargent, alongside Beto. So we'll get into all that. So yeah, watch this space. But the Yaka stuff, it sounds like it might be a done deal. It sounds like the player's up for the move. I did receive a message earlier on, actually, to say, look, unless there's a late charge from one of the big clubs in Italy, then it may be a case of him being a Leeds United player, which is exciting, of course. It almost feels that maybe him chatting with Di Marzio and all this stuff over the last few days, it almost feels like that is a last chance from them to see if the Milan clubs or the Roma are going to enter the race. Does that make sense? Because Leeds United, it sounds like, would be willing to meet with the Nazi's valuation or somewhere in the middle. Biol wants the deal. So then is it a case of he's just waiting to see if there is going to be a last hurrah, if you like, from one of the big clubs in Italy? Like I say, I did receive a message earlier on. Como se be done, but obviously teams in Italy be alarmed to that, and then it's a case of him waiting it out to see if they are going to come and enter the race. And if they are going to, then his preference would be obviously to stay in Italy and play for a club that's plying its trade in the Champions League. So we'll have to wait and see on Biol stuff. There seems to be a stumbling block as well with regards to Diarra. You are right, Ryan. He would go to AFCON. That's something we need to be mindful of. AFCON is this year? Next year? Next year. But we would lose him to AFCON for sure. So that is something to think about. Now, Leeds have tabled a bid. Strasbourg are willing to do a deal. Leeds Live did an article not long after I'd dropped off the live earlier on, where basically he'd said Diarra and his entourage see his future at one of Europe's elite clubs, which may provide the biggest stumbling block. And in any case, Leeds insiders are not optimistic that a deal can be struck at this stage. So it certainly seems like Diarra believes he can play for a club that has higher standing. So he believes he can play for a club that has a higher standing than Leeds United. So this was what Isaac Johnson says. Strasbourg willing to sell, but may want more on top of the 22 million, which I think Leeds might do, considering how high he's rated. And it says sticking point seems to be the players' end. In any case, Leeds United more confident on Yaka Biol. Udinese centre-back is open to Premier League. So it sounds like that Diarra and his entourage might wait. Basically, Demar, yeah. That sounds like where we're at. It sounds like Diarra's probably happy as Strasbourg captain. Even if he don't get a deal this summer, it won't surprise me if Diarra says, I'm going to stay. Because ultimately, if he continues, Chelsea will take him. This is the facts, right? Chelsea will take him. They've just taken one of the centre-backs at Strasbourg who plays for France. He's now going to play in the Club World Cup. So, they're there. So as you know, rightfully we're all excited about Diarra, but I just feel like it's not going to be one that gets done, unfortunately, especially and Damar's hit the nail on the head. Basically, he's wanting to be playing Champions League football. And Strasbourg did get Europe as well. So he might just say, listen, I'm good. I don't want to go be in a relegation battle. I'll stay here at captain. I'll play in Europe, and then maybe someone else will come. So I don't think that one gets done. It does go on to say United are more hopeful of landing Udinese centre-half Biol, who is open to move to the Premier League, the 26-year-old, who has also been connected with AC Milan and Roma, has a wealth of international experience. With Leeds, with Slovenia, sorry. There you go. Biol went on record this week stating he's open to a summer transfer move, having had the Milan links put to him. It almost feels a little bit like that now could well have been engineered in a way of saying, look, Leeds United have a bid here, but I'd still be open to a move to Milan. So if you're wanting me, then come and get me. Otherwise, I'm going to the Premier League. So that's where that one's at. Now, I did, as I say, receive a message earlier on saying it's near enough done, but Biol, he's hanging fire, waiting to see if there's going to be some interest from Italy, in where he's currently plying his trade. So that deal sounds like it could get done. But again, if AC Milan or Inter Milan or Roma come a knocking, then that deal's not going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see with it. Of course, the window shuts tomorrow as well for 6 days. So we'll see what happens. If a deal gets done, it's probably not going to be tomorrow, is it? But one that's, that'll rumble on a bit, I think. The thing is, we could be waiting a while, couldn't we? Or he might be willing to wait a while. Now, Sky Sports, Sasha Taglieri, which I'm going to bring up the article now. Where is Sasha Taglieri now? Is he Belgian? Yeah, he's from Belgium. He's from Belgium, I believe. He's a bit of a transfer guru specialist, Fabrizio Romano of IBIB, one of them dudes. You'll have probably come across him if you are on X. Does do a lot of work with Romano, Ben Jacobs, etc. Does get a lot right. I didn't realise he worked for Sky Sports, but must work for Sky Sports over in Belgium. And he's done this piece here. You'll notice from this piece, we'll go into the piece because the name really surprised me. But he does say here, look, Leeds vet Beto. So Leeds want Beto. He spoke. I believe someone else said we could get Jacob Ramsey, which was a madness considering Newcastle. That was never going to happen. But hey, yeah. So it says Leeds want Beto. Villa want. I think he's Mateus Ablin, and Newcastle want Ramsey. I believe it translates as that. Aston Villa must sell, Saudi Arabia on Leon Bailey, and Newcastle wants to tempt with a bid for Jacob Ramsey. But there is an article that goes alongside with this piece. So this is what we're going to go into. So talks about Leon Bailey, but then goes on to Leeds United. Because Leon Bailey could seriously consider a serious lead to follow. Boom, boom, boom. Here is the serious lead. We know about Beto, right? In search of attacking reinforcements, Leeds United have set their sights on Everton striker Beto. Listen, they're dealing meters and stuff. I don't know what that means. I don't know how tall he is, but we deal in feet and inches. But yeah, the Guinean striker fits the profile sought by the Peacocks, who are looking to add a powerful striker capable of bringing physical impact to their attacking line. We see that with Rodrigo Muniz. We see that with Beto. Then this is where this name has been linked for a while, but this is the first time I've seen it in print. This is the first time that I've seen it from a credible source. Yeah. Said, alongside the African talent, Leeds have also been in contact with Norwich City management to explore the possibility of a summer deal for Josh Sargent. In discussions with players' entourage, the American has already made it known that he is interested in joining the Premier League. Of course he is. Beto, who has scored 8 league goals this season, still has 2 years left on his contract at Everton. Of course, Everton are not signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well, so that could cause an issue. It is said that the Toffees would not rule out a move for a reported 25 million euros, about 20 million. Josh Sargent, meanwhile, could cost up to 20 million euros. Again, I don't know what, 16, 15. It remains to be seen which one of the two strikers who Leeds consider priorities will be the lucky one. One thing is certain, the promoter side have made acquiring number 9 a priority and will soon be positioning themselves in the market. Watch out, concrete offers coming soon. So that does sound like it's got some validity. That Leeds United could well be in. Now, listen, I like Sargent. I do like Sargent, but I know that will not excite people. But I actually don't mind Josh Sargent. If he can stay fit, he scores goals. Obviously, he's played in the Premier League before, but it didn't go well for him. But that was when he was very young. He's now, yeah, I agree, George. I agree, but I know a lot of people will not feel that. But who are you taking it? I will put a poll out there just for shits and giggles. I think I know which way it'll land. But yeah, Beto or Sargent, take your pick is what I've asked in the poll. But yeah, he has been linked. It's the first time I've seen it in print. I don't mind Sargent, Damar, but yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. And then Jacob Ramsey going to Newcastle potentially. And then Ablin rather in the Premier League. Angers striker. Few Premier League clubs have inquired about Angers striker Matthias Ablin. There you go. So that's from Sasha Taglieri. Pirro or Sargent, different profile, isn't it? It's a different profile. They offer different things. Yeah, I'd take Muniz as well, Stephen. I'd take Muniz. I'd take them all, if I'm honest. I'd take Bet. I don't know who my preference would be. Yeah, fair, Devon. Fair. Did get a lot of goals in not many starts, didn't he, this season, or not many games for Norwich. He's a good presser, but I understand why he would not Pirro, but who do I think would create more chances for himself? Sargent. That's what I'm saying about being different profiles. Who do I think would be more of a nuisance against Premier League defenders? Sargent, Beto, Muniz. That's the difference. Pirro. Everything's in. He is for me with Pirro. Everything's in front of the defenders. There's no jockeying. There's no getting in behind. There's not a lot of movement. And if you're Van Dijk, if you're Saliba, if you can see him, it's fucking easy work. Do you know what I mean? It's easy work. I believe Pirro might struggle. Yeah, of course, Dima. I've said that. Oh, listen, I say, sorry, there's only 5 players who I believe positions not up for grabs. Bogle, Rodon, Ampadu, Tanaka, James. That'd be mine. Yeah, I think it goes Muniz, Beto, Sargent, probably done it. Muniz, Beto, Sargent. I think that's... If we did get him, he would be that. Because I don't think we... Yeah, I think it's just everything to be in front of him, wouldn't it? He doesn't occupy defenders. He doesn't get in behind. He's not the quickest. Do you know one of the things that we say about Pat's a nightmare for Premier League defenders. He is so, but we're not going to go that. But yeah, look, I'm just surprised to see his name in print. I'm just happy to see his name in print. Sorry, not happy. I'm surprised to see his name in print. Seem like you're happy with the bottom of barrel this time around. Give me some validity in you. What's bottom of the barrel? I think you're probably expecting too much. Do I think Sargent is a good player? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do think he's a good player. If he could stay fit, he'd already be a Premier League player, I believe, because he'd score enough goals. I don't think he's a bad player, though, D. I don't. But I don't want. If we sided, I'd be okay with it. But yeah, I don't think it's bottom of the barrel, though. I don't think it's bottom of the barrel. No, I know it's a lot of money as well, innit? It is a lot of money to have to shell out, for sure. I'm just surprised to see his name in print. But Sargent, I think if my preference would be Muniz, who's going to cost you 20, 25 million. Beto, that could cost you about 20. Sargent's going to cost you about 50. We've bid 22 million for Diarra. However, it sounds it sounds like he doesn't want the move and would take some convincing. So that's up to those at the football club to sell the dream. Tell them we're going to stay up. Tell them the players we're going to sign. Show them the new stadium plans. This is where you have to convince someone like Diarra. And it sounds like all could happen, but it's a case of waiting to see if he has offers elsewhere. And if he has offers elsewhere, then he probably accepts them over us. So yeah. No, I just don't want players that, but he would have got in though. Sargent would have started over Pirro. In the champ, he would have. But anyway, we're not doing this now because I'm not advocate. I'm just saying I don't mind him as a player. I'm surprised to see his name. And if we sign him, I won't be losing my head. But we'll wait and see. Not gonna. Yeah, true. That will frustrate a lot of people, but I don't mind him as a player. But I think I agree. It's a massive gamble, isn't it? I mean, it'll be him and Tanaka competing for that spot. Definitely. No, he doesn't, Donny. This is where I then start to defend, because what you're saying there just is wrong. Josh Sargent, if fit, scores goals. He's a better fit in the Premier League than what Joel Pirro is. But wait and see. He will do, bro. He will do. If you're signing Diarra, of course he does. He's signed off on that, hasn't he? He's not going to be just wedded to it. He knows it's a different league, man. It's a different league. He will do. He's not going to go with that in midfield, I don't think. Leeds United have made an offer to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Can't see that. And he's fucking injured. Based on what? On my opinion, he's a better footballer than Joel Pirro. I think we can all agree that Josh Sargent is a better footballer than Joel Pirro. So if you had, especially in our system, Josh Sargent fits. Thank you, Simon. Look, we'll wait and see, though. Anyway, we move on. Yeah, Aaron, I know, but that was when he was like 18, 19 or whatever it was when he moved over. But it is what it is. We're going to move on from that because we'll be there all night and you don't agree with me, and that's totally fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, you know. I wouldn't dare, mate. I wouldn't dare for a start. I'm saying, right. So one player will not define our season. One player will not define our season, regardless of where they play. It will not. And don't ever liken me to that Tory. There's only one person within this space who's like him, and it ain't me. So don't fucking do that, right? He's not a bad player. He's not a bad player. He does score goals and wouldn't be a bad signing. But I'm not saying I want him, but I'm not having that. If so, let's say, oi Bab, who said it was him? That says more about you than me, bro. That says you. And do you know what it is? If you don't like it, oi Bab, jog on, and go pipe my man off. Go pipe him off now. Do it. What are we coming in my chat? Go pipe him off. You know? Go pipe him. Anyway, so I fucking class. I couldn't give a shit. I'm me. And what? If you don't like it, don't watch. Do yourself a favour. Yeah, I barely watch you anymore because of it. So why are you sat here now? Mental health advocate. Yeah, we all have our struggles, but it's fine for you to send shots at others constantly. Don't do it constantly. Don't do it constantly. Didn't even mention any names. Says more about you. But go pipe in, mate, and leave my chat. Or I'll, I can remove you if you like. But yeah, nice one. See you in a bit. Bye. Go. Yeah, enjoy it. Anyway, as we said, Sargent with a good team around him. Boom. Decent player, but we don't listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. I love that, Liam. Anyway, we move, don't we? Listen, thanks as always for watching. Tell him, Scott, man. Tell him, broski. Sweet as a nut, sweet like Tropicana, me. I'm all good. I'm all good in the hood. Listen, smash me a like on this video. Beto, 86% here would rather Beto over Sargent. Anyway, and look, Sargent will be way down the list. Leeds United, they've spoken to Moniz. They might have spoken to Wilson, spoken to Beto, spoken to Sargent. Way down the list, right? I don't think we get two, though. That's the thing. I don't think we get two. I hear what you're saying, and that would be okay, but I don't think we get two. We get one. So we'll have to wait and see. But listen, I need to shoot now. I've got something I need to do at 9 o'clock. I just thought I'd drop in and say hello. Smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit that notification bell and all that jazz. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. And I'll see you in a bit. Bye. I love that, Donny. No worries, broski. No worries, man. Big up DJ York here. I'm trying to think of something funny to say, but it's gone. Oi, Bob. I love you, bro, yeah? I love you. Thanks for watching.